Now let's talk about step 2 in the home selling process. I'm Stephanie Woodard, a local realtor with eXp Realty. Step 2 in the home selling process is preparing to list. So what do we mean by that? Well, now is the time to take a look at everything that you have and get rid of the stuff that you don't need and get rid of the stuff that you aren't going to take with you when you move. So we like to call that decluttering. So once you're done with decluttering, the next step is to depersonalize. So we want to take down any pictures of your family that's on the walls or just on any shelves. We also want to take away anything that is very specific to you and your taste. So we want to appeal to a wide variety of buyers. So you might be wondering, well, what am I going to do with all my stuff? Well, I typically recommend either you rent a storage unit, you get one of those pods, they just stick it in your driveway and they move it to the next place where you move to. Or if you have extra space, like in your garage or your basement, it's okay to put stuff in, one corner of the room. So I will help you decide, what to keep out, what to put away, especially when it comes to furniture and bigger items, because part of what I do for my clients is I come in with all of my own items, mostly like decorative things. I do have a few tables, and I stage the property once you have done your job in decluttering, depersonalizing, and once it's clean. So I do think it's important, if possible, to have your house professionally cleaned. You'll notice in one of my packages, I actually do pay for that for my clients. So if that's important to you, then I would choose that package. So now is the time to take care of any of those repairs in your house that you have known you needed to tackle, but just haven't had the time for it. So you'll notice in one of my commission packages, I actually will bring in a home inspector and he will do a pre-inspection. So that gives us a nice report. It tells us, what things that might be flagged on an inspection. So it allows us to be proactive before your listing goes live. And last but not least, we can't forget the outside of your home. So we want to make sure that curb appeal is there. So that's the first thing that the buyer sees when they pull up to your house. So obviously that will depend on the season that we're in, because we're up here in New York. So things to think about, maybe pressure washing your house, making sure that your plants are all weeded and there's fresh mulch. And even if you just put in some, a few potted plants or hanging basket plants, just make a huge difference. So once you've done your part, I will come in and stage the property and get it all ready for photos. So now that you've watched step 2 in the home selling process, be sure to watch the next video to learn about step 3.